Hey guys, how you doing? Griff here with the fastest way to make money and skill points in Forza Horizon 5. If you want to make millions in minutes, this video is all you need. Now, I've put out a few videos on AFK money farming, but here you're going to find the newest, quickest methods, which are gonna help you fill out your car collection, buy the best vehicles in the game, and afford a nice new dress. And just a word on the safety of these methods, they are 100% legit ways to make money in the game, so you will not get banned. The Forza devs have banned a small number of high-profile YouTubers who were promoting more illicit money-making methods like downloading mods or restarting the game to create infinite wheel spins, but these are completely different to using the custom AFK races shown in this video. A fact you can find hundreds of AFK races on the official servers proves they are completely legit methods and the devs allow them. So don't worry, you will not get banned. Okay, so first I'll tell you the best AFK race to do in the game. There are loads of these to pick from, all of various lengths, so it really depends on how much time you've got. But for this first one that I'll recommend, it's the 20 lap race. This is the absolute best one in my opinion. Just use this search code in the blueprints menu. Now the reason I recommend this one is because it gives you the maximum skill points per time spent. This race will take you around 1 hour, 10 minutes to finish, and in that time you'll come away with roughly 220 skill points and 400,000 credits. Just make sure to keep your options exactly the same as I've got them here. So we've got assisted braking on, auto steering on, stability control, traction control, and manual transmission. Then just go ahead and put a rubber band or a hairband over your controller's trigger so your car drives itself. One thing to note is that since we've got manual transmission on, which gives us 15% extra credits, we will have to first put our car into the top gear. But you only have to do this once and then you can leave it alone. Your car has so much torque it can easily navigate corners even in 8th gear. The best time to put your car in 8th gear is right here, just after you break the fence. Once you've broken the fence, just press the B button until you reach top gear, and then you can leave the game alone. Come back in an hour and 10 minutes and you'll have over 200 skill points for 0 effort. Now, you could do a 50 lap race, which is the most laps you can possibly do in Forza Horizon 5, but there would be very little point in doing that since the last patch reduced how many skill points you could earn in a single race. So you don't really want to do any race that's over 20 laps. It's a waste of time and you'll get diminishing returns. What's better is to do 2 lots of the 20 lap race rather than one 50 lap race. The reason this race is so effective is because it takes place across the longest straight road in the game. This straight road allows you to get up above 200 miles an hour, and getting up above 200 miles per hour gives you a high speed bonus. As long as you keep going at this speed or faster, your skill chain will build. When you reach either end of the track, your car naturally slows down, at which point you'll bank the skill points you made and start again. This is a good thing that your skill chain ends, because if it kept going the entire race, you would only come away with 10 skill points. The most skill points you can earn in a single chain is 10. And how do we turn these skill points into money? There are a few ways you can do this, but first I'll give you an alternate AFK farm that's slightly quicker than the one you've just seen. That's this one, and it's only 30 seconds long. That means you'll get less skill points than the last one. You'll get a maximum of 10 skill points in this race, but the good thing about this race is that it's the quickest way to make 10 skill points in the entire game. Just hold down the throttle on your controller or hold W on your keyboard if you're playing on keyboard, and your car will auto drive itself through these smashable objects. Then when the race is over, just press X to restart and you can do it all over again for 10 more skill points. That means if you restart 10 times, you'll get 100 skill points, and it only would have taken you 300 seconds or around 5 minutes. Although it does require a bit more input than the previous AFK race to be fair, as you will physically have to be there to restart the race. The reason this race is so effective is due to the spacing of these objects. When you smash them, you get XP, and since you're smashing them before your skill chain dies, you can keep on getting points for them. And the object itself is important too, since you get XP for hitting different objects. So these are things like cactuses, footballs, the pinata, the bin, etc. And when you put these together in one long line, you keep the XP bonuses varied, and the skill chain will therefore keep going. But the reason this race only lasts 30 seconds is that this is how long it takes to make 10 skill points. As I say, 10 skill points is the maximum amount of skill points you can make in one skill chain. So if you were to keep your skill chain going any longer, it wouldn't actually be beneficial, because you wouldn't be making any more skill points above the 10 you've already made. To make any more, you would have to start a new skill chain, but because this race is all about the shortest way to make skill points, we'll just stick with 30 seconds spent and 10 skill points made. As for what cars to use for these methods, there are a few different cars people are using, but my personal pick is the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza Edition, since it's fast, grippy, and has a skills boost. Some people like to use the Pagani, but I've spent a while directly comparing these two cars across a range of different races, and the amount of skill points they give you is near enough the same. Sometimes the Sesto does better, sometimes the Pagani does better, so in my experience, it really doesn't matter which of these cars you use, as long as you do two things, and the first is to unlock all your car's masteries before the race. This makes it so you will be earning as much XP as possible and getting the biggest skill chains possible as well. And the second is to download a tuning setup. For the Sesto, I recommend this one. And for the Pagani, I recommend this one. They'll help you go even faster, grip the ground even more, and just generally have better stats across the board. Okay, so now we've got our skill points, how do we turn them into money? The way to do that is using them to buy super wheel spins. There are a few cars you can do this with, but I'll give you my personal favorites. The first is the Porsche Cayman 2015 GTS. This costs 80,000 credits and you can unlock a super wheel spin in just 11 skill points. Plus, spending just 3 skill points more will give you a regular wheel spin as well. Make sure to buy your Porsche from the car collection to speed things up so you don't have to go to the auto show each time. Just keep pressing Y when you're on the Cayman and you'll buy loads and loads in bulk. So that's one car you can use, but if you're looking to spend less money, try this car. The Pontiac Firebird. It's less than the Cayman, so you'll be saving money there. But on the other hand, the super wheel spin does cost 18 skill points, so it's a bit costlier in that regard. My pick here goes to the Cayman. A little quick way to switch between them is to go into the design menu, then pick choose car. This cuts out the loading and lets you get into your car even faster. And you can just keep switching the car, buying your wheel spins, switching the car and repeating until you're very rich indeed. To save time, you want to buy your wheel spins from either the home menu or the auto show menu. This prevents the game taking you to a wheel spin every time you buy one, meaning you can stack them up and then come back to them whenever you want to spin them all in one big wheel spinning session. If you buy wheel spins while you're free roaming, you can't do that and you have to spin them one by one, which as you can imagine takes quite a lot of time. And here's another tip if you want to maximize the money you make from wheel spins. It's really easy. All you have to do is head into the customize character menu. From here, you just need to buy every item you can. This will remove them from the wheel spins, meaning you will have more chance to get more money. Buying everything in the store will cost you roughly 4 million credits. Doing this might be expensive, but it's a great investment in the long run since it removes the bulk of cosmetics from wheel spins permanently. You will still get some vanity items in wheel spins, such as horns and emotes, but even if you do get this in a wheel spin, the good thing is they'll only show up once. So once you've got them, they're gone from the wheel spins for good. You will not get duplicates of vanity items. Every wheel spin you do, you're gradually upping your chances of getting money, so basically the more you play, the richer you're getting. The other reason you're getting richer the more you play is because of car duplicates. When you land on a car you've already got, the game gives you the option to sell it straight away. So as well as the money prizes, you're getting an extra money prize from selling these cars. It's even better when you land on a Forza Edition car because you can sell it at auction for hundreds of thousands of credits, which adds even more money to your total. Something I recommend doing here is adding your own paint scheme to cars. It doesn't have to be great, just paint the car in whatever color you think looks eye-catching, such as, I don't know, shiny gold or chrome or like a bright red or green. Then download a tuning setup so you've got a 999 score and whack it on the auction. The reason for this is you've got a chance to sell it at a really high markup price. It's not uncommon for players to spend millions on a unique looking car, even if that unique looking car is one you've literally just made by changing the paint scheme. So yeah, if you've got a hypercar or a really expensive car that you don't really need or drive, give it a quick customization in the design menu, then auction it off and you might get millions of credits. Give it a go. When you're auctioning your cars, do remember to collect your credits afterwards. That's something I always forget. And the same goes for if you fail to bid on a car. Make sure to collect the credits you've bid towards the car, as they don't automatically go back into your accounts. I've done that a few times, just completely forgot to collect my money, so it does happen. Anyway guys, that was how to get the most money possible in the quickest time in Forza Horizon 5. As I say, these methods are 100% safe, and I have not heard of a single person getting banned for AFK farming. Modding the game and purposely quitting out of it to take advantage of glitches, yes, but not for the methods you've seen here. After all, I mean, if doing AFK races was against the rules, you just wouldn't see them every day trending on the shared races tab. The Forza devs have had weeks to ban these from being uploaded, these custom races, but the fact you can find hundreds of AFK races on the official servers proves they are completely legit methods and the devs allow them. So no worries using what you've seen here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I made sure to put everything I know about money farming so far in this video, so there's one easy place to come to rather than spread all the info across multiple videos. So I hope all the info here was useful. Anyway, drop me a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel for more Forza Horizon 5 guides, and I'll see you next time.